to the dirt. Leave the Constitution twerk. Lisa Lynn, I'm through with her. If Taco Bell fucks up my order again, I'm about to go berserk. The fun stops every time I got no sun drop. In the army, looking at a bus stop, trying to find a home school to make a bus drop. 600 packages, I got them on lock. So just stop and try to run up, then you'll get karate chopped. Colonel Sanders keeps calling cause of the chicken that I got. Fuck this rhyming, I'm dumpster diving, avoiding April 1st. Chewing on my fingers till the blood is on my coochie shirt. Take out my big Johnston and hit it until her coochie hurt. Fuck throwing hands, I'll call my mama and she'll just shoot you first. Look at my drones and truly.
So you gotta pay close attention, guys. Any mistake you do could mess it up, okay? So before you start skipping ahead in the video, pay attention now, okay? So what you want to do, alright, is you want to go to your browser and you want to look up Dead Island's save editor. And now this is the first one you want to click. I will leave the link in the video. You do want to download this version and you'll have a bunch of files here, okay? So this is not a scripted video. I'm doing this just off, off rip. So I've tested these files and they all work. If you have full zip, if you want to prefer full zip, you can do that. You just need a 7-zip to extract the files. This one is the most easiest one, the third up, the recommended. It just goes straight, it downloads everything. All you have to do is download this, right? You're going to click on this, it's going to download. And when you click on this, hyperlink, it's going to pop up in your downloads. And now when it's downloaded, it's going to ask you to set it up, like to install it. You're going to install it anywhere you want. It doesn't matter. Any way you're able to have access to it. It's in my recent downloads, my setup here. So if you were to do the 7-zip, all you have to do is just right click. Make sure you click on it, left click first, right click, and then click extract all. Okay, that's all you got to do, and it's gonna go ahead and load up the everything else. Everything's just gonna be in here. Okay. DISE is going to be in here. You're going to just drag that out to the application and just drag it up here. Anyways, if you know how to, make it go to your desktop, that's what I did. So that's what you want to do. You want to have it as a desktop. This is the easiest way to access it. So just do the download, set it up, and then you will get access to it. It might automatically just make a little like homepage thing you could access. So I have two of them because I tested the 7-zip and because I did the regular extract. So what you want to do, you will see your saved games and your profiles, whatnot. So the ones you want to edit, okay, it's very simple. Pay close attention. Now for the first time launching this, you might get some notifications. If you get this notification, it's completely fine. Don't worry. It happens. And it's an old game. It's an old thing. You want to go to your inventory to add stuff. If this is what you want to do for the modded weapons, and this is what I'm only going to show you what to do in the modded weapons, okay? I'm going to show you how to make your own modded weapons here. Now, whenever you first launch it, it's going to be in a little tiny square, okay? You can make the screen bigger however you want, however you're comfortable with. This is just what it looks like now because I have the screen really big, okay? Do not click this button at the bottom right. It says add custom item. Do not click this. It will just cause you heartache. This is something else you don't need to know about, all right? What you want to do, you can give yourself ammo, cash, whatever. You don't need to worry about that. What you want to do is go to the weapon tabs, and you can make your own firearms. Now, it's very finicky because you can make. They have their own firearms here that they have modded, like the M60 machine gun. It already comes straight off the bat, like very strong. Okay, but if you want to make your own versions of other guns, okay, I recommend starting out with any other weapon besides a pistol and just mess around with it. So, for example, here, let's add an AK-47. You're going to double click. And if you want to do it to the player, the storage, that's up to you. I'm going to set this to my storage for, for just to show you how it works. So, When you click on it, it's going to show all the stats. Right now, it has 1 bullet. You can type in this number, 419-4303. That is the most you can get out of it without crashing your game. Now, you can always set this to unbreakable. It is a weapon, so it really doesn't matter. And the required level, you can match it to your level that you are right now. You are able to change your skills and everything in this editor, but I prefer just to keep it pretty vanilla for leveling. So whatever level you are, just put that in. I'm level 35 right now, so that will match. The modded weapon will match my specs and requirements. Now, the most important part of this is what mod you choose. Okay. Now it has all the regular mods from the game pretty much, but you have the developer mods. And I've tested the developer mods and they are really good. So I recommend adding the number 2 developer craft, the number 3 developer craft. Those work pretty good. And I believe it's the number 1 as well. So 1, 2, and 3 you can't go wrong with. Number 4 and 666 have some issues with certain weapons, so you have to really play around with those. But 1, 2, and 3 are very solid. Very, very solid. Now, you're seeing me add this AK-47 into my storage, okay? Now, I have it there, okay? Now, what we're going to do is for the first time, if this is your first time doing this, and you have everything you want on it, you have all the weapons you want to do, and before that, you want to make sure you do a save. Now, when you save for the first time, it's going to ask you to sync with Steam. If you're running through Steam, I would say yes. Make sure you check the options to click yes, because that is what you need to click on to save. Okay? It's the most important step. I can't show it now because I've already done it. But I'm telling you to keep an eye out for it. Yes, you want to save through the Steam, okay? You're just going to hit save. You don't need to do anything else, and you'll get that little check mark that it went to the Steam cloud, okay? Now, it's here, okay? My, this AK that I just threw in there. So, you're good to go. You can launch your Dead Island. And this is really fast. My computer's really fast. It's not going to take me any time to load up this game. Okay. Now, things that can go wrong is that you can get a corrupt save if you're messing around with your, numbers too much. But as long as you use that number that I used, you should be fine. I will put that in the comments as well of what number that was in the description to use. You can copy and paste that for every stat. Besides singular weapons, you cannot do it for singular weapons. Okay? I will reiterate. I will go back to it. So, if you're confused for weapons, you can type that number in both areas, okay? And I will go back to show you what I'm talking about. There's the Electro AK. Now, you can see the stats are not that good. And that's because it's just a regular AK without any of the modded versions. It's not that great, guys. But if we were to go take this to, let's say, the church, you can already tell, look, the ammo's there. Infinite ammo. And the damage is 75. And it's the Electro version. Now, I play with this game with the audio off because there's some audio cues that just keep happening and happening. I cannot get rid of it. So you can see this is horrible. This is horrible. So you really have to play around with it. Now, I made some better guns. just by messing around with it. So really, what you put on your gun matters, and what gun matters too. That's why I said stay away from pistols. There's not a lot to go on. And now, see, I got this cool home run I made. These are the modded weapons that they have a basis of. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Yes, you can put a mod on any weapon, but you really have to play around with it. Really, truly. So let's go back to Dead Island save editor, and you can see that electro firearm should be here. So what's one of these? It might be this one because it's not upgraded. Most likely that one. So make sure to upgrade it as well. Don't forget, you will get that. Make sure to upgrade these and save. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Sometimes it doesn't save, so don't worry about it. For these upgrade levels, it's kind of weird. So let me show you how I would do this again if I had another opportunity to do it. Anything else, right? So what I would do is I go to the weapons. I'd go to firearms. I would choose a rifle. Let's see. So the AK-47 did not do really good. So I'm gonna try the Rider's rifle. I haven't tried that out yet. We're gonna try it together, guys. So I'm gonna keep that a gray item. Quantity. So see, if you look over here, the quantity / ammo for firearms or quantity for other items. So this is the most important part. If this is a melee, keep that at 1 or a low number. You do not want to put in that amount for melee. This is your ammo. Attributes. This isn't a direct damage multiplier. This is more of like how the weapon scales. This is just a numerical value. This has no importance in the grand scheme of things. This is just a numerical value that I use as the ammo, because this is the highest, I believe, numerical value you can get without anything going wrong. So what I found is that I believe it was number 2 is pretty good, but I like number 3. I prefer number 3. So let's try number 3 with the with that Rider's rifle here. So let's go ahead and save. Now you really have to play around with it because some guns just don't work. Some guns just don't work with the mods. So if you're doing this for the first time, you can't go wrong with any of the developer crafts. Those are the ones I was pointing out at the bottom. But you could just play around with any mod, but it would just be loading up the game the whole time. So let's go to get the Rider's gun. So this time it should be in my inventory. It's just called Plague Bearing. And for some reason, it's stuck at $8. I don't know what's up with this. It's really buggy. But you can tell this is what we messed around with. Now, I'm assuming I didn't put the level on it. So let me go ahead and check that really fast. You have to make sure with these things. Like I said, you can really play around with it. Where did it go? Here we go. Awareness. See, like I said, you have to really play around with it. So I'm just going to delete this. Well, I'm really going to delete this because this is just wasting the space. But what I recommend is to get a Firearm Legacy Defender of the Middleland. And we're going to toss that, double click, change it to that amount that we showed before. Change that to the upgrade level max, make it unbreakable. Rec 35 to my level exceptional mod. And this is what I would do. I would go back to doing the number 3 because I want to see how number 3 looks. So I'm going to save. See, once you get the hang of it, you can just rip modded weapons out the wazoo. And really, the speed and consistency is just what works and how fast you can do it. Now, once you find the weapons that have, compatibility with the mods, then you can go and just make a bunch of them. You can even duplicate them without having to, duplicate them through there. So that was this one. And you can tell that it's a lot stronger because it's, a legendary. It stands out. It's not super modded. See, the other gun that I had, the sniper's rifle, whatever I had, that was from the DLC. And it really couldn't have any stats officially. As you can see, I'm just shredding with this. But I would mess around with the mods just to see what around. Now you saw me do it. And I told you, there's, any of the developer mods are really good. I would just mess around with the, why do I have still a plague bearing? What the hell? I think I accidentally just deleted a good weapon. Whatever. Because I did make this, I could do this. I did make this modded melee, but I'm going to be honest, guys. Modded melees are not that great as it sounds. There's not infinite stamina. And if you have another mod to compensate with it, then you're just modding too much. See, I think that's enough. But, I mean, why would you have a modded melee when you have a modded gun? Anyways, that's how y'all mod in Dead Island. I'm gonna try to mess around with Riptide. It's the same exact thing. I'm just gonna see what weapons work and showcase that to y'all guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Found it entertaining. Found it, for some research purposes. Maybe you want to try some of this out one day, and just kind of have a little bit of fun, with your friends. Show them what you can do in Dead Island. Show them what you found on the internet. So have a great day, guys.
Fuck this rhyming, I'm dumpster diving, avoiding April 1st. Chewing on my fingers till the blood is on my coochie shirt. Take out my big Johnston and hit it until her coochie hurt. Fuck throwing hands, I'll call my mama and she'll just shoot you first. Look at my drones who truly thirst, rich life's gonna rule the earth. Decorate my name again and I'll put you into the dirt. Read the Constitution twerk, Lisa Lynn, I'm through with her. If Taco Bell fucks up my order again, I'm about to go berserk. The fun stops every time I got no sun drop. In the RV looking at a bus stop, trying to find a home school to make a bus drop. 600 packages, I got them all locked. So just stop and try to run up, then you'll get karate chopped. Colonel Sanders keeps calling cause of the chicken that I got.